Hacking did not begin with computers. It did not begin with the internet, code, or passwords. It began with a sound that could silently take control of the world's largest communication system. Long before cybercrime and data breaches, a few curious people discovered they could control telephone networks using nothing but tones. No hacking tools, no malware, no screens, just sound and trust. That single discovery changed how power worked in the digital age. The hackers who control billions today did not invent something new. They refined an idea that has existed for decades. And once you understand how hacking actually works, you will never look at technology the same way again. Hacking existed long before it had a name. In the 1960s, when computers were rare, the most powerful network in the world was the telephone system. People believed it was secure simply because they could not imagine anyone breaking into it. Then a small group of curious individuals noticed something strange. If the correct tone was played into a phone, the system followed commands. No passwords, no encryption, only sound and blind trust. This became the world's first known hack. It was later called phone phreaking, and it revealed a dangerous truth. Systems fail not because they are weak, but because they trust the wrong signals. One of the most famous early hackers was blind. He understood systems by listening instead of seeing. His experiments prove that understanding a system gives you control over it. In the 1970s, computers began appearing in universities. Security barely existed because no one expected outsiders to want access. Early hackers were not criminals. They were explorers driven by curiosity. Everything changed in 1983 with the release of the movie War Games. For the first time, the public saw hacking as something that could cause real-world destruction. Governments and criminals both started paying attention. By the late 1980s, the first true cybercrimes appeared. Hackers began stealing passwords, user lists, and system access. Soon after, the first computer worms spread uncontrollably, exposing how fragile networks really were. In the 1990s, the internet connected the world and hacking evolved again. Email phishing became popular because humans were easier to manipulate than machines. Websites were hacked not for money, but to leave messages and prove control. Once money moved online, hacking turned into a business. Banks, credit cards, and e-commerce platforms became prime targets. The goal was no longer curiosity, it was value. By the 2000s, hacking became a professional underground industry. Stolen data was sold, ransomware emerged, and leverage replaced theft. Hackers learned that controlling systems was safer than stealing money. Today, hacking is a global ecosystem. Criminals, spies, activists, corporations, and governments all use similar techniques. The tools have changed, but the strategy has not. Every system trusts something. A sound, a password, an update, or a human being. And trust can always be manipulated. That is why hacking never truly started with computers. The first thing ever hacked was communication itself. And as long as humans build systems, hacking will remain part of the world. Because hacking is not about code. It is about understanding. And understanding gives control.